And we're back with another exciting half of an episode. I can't wait for this
Another
next
exciting.
match.
Well, what's our next match?
It'll be for the Delamud #1 contendership. After the beating that Ryan took, though, I'm not sure if that's going to be up in the air or not. We're going to have the Tatooine. Tatooine?
I believe it's Tatua. That is our old-fashioned road name, which means stomper of asses, I believe.
We're going to have Tatio versus the Roaders of Destruction. I'm sorry, the heat must be getting to me. As I mentioned earlier, it is warm in this arena tonight.
Well, you know that, which one was it, that blue or purple cable that Ed had gotten rid of? That was also the thermostat cable, so, yeah. No intros, no thermostats. What you get. Both are very fritzy. If you say an intro, believe me, the air is off. If you don't see an intro, that means we got some air.
Well, a little bit of air would be nice. Could you, I hate to ask you, but could you get one of your Lalas to maybe like fan me a little bit?
That is illegal.
That's wait,
Even
what?
Even in the
How,
Empire.
how is that illegal?
Think about what you just asked for.
Yeah, Lala maybe take one of my scripts and fan me and cool me down a little bit.
That's not what it sounded like.
It's why what did it sound like?
Well, I'm talking about air, you know. How air has ducts and such. And the air blows out, you know. And you're already banned from the locker rooms.
I'm not. Yeah, maybe I should shut my mouth. I don't want to be banned from the commentator's desk.
Yeah.
And the Roaders of
Right.
Destruction, Bro and Griff, with Rose still holding on to that Tonberry Championship belt. It's an unrecognized belt in this federation, but he did win it.
Just had to check my calendar. I had to make sure it wasn't cosplay night. Because I was about to say that's the most damn off-the-wall Tonberry suit I'd have ever seen.
Well, he did win the belt when he saved this entire company, something that Dog is obviously not appreciative of.
Well, technically now, if I break it down to you, Jack, what exactly does the Tonberry belt mean? Is he the champion of the Tonberries or something?
That's an excellent point, but since how it's an unrecognized belt, I guess we'll never know.
Because if he's the Tonberry champion, that means he was only the champion to a Tonberry. And there's no other Tonberries here, so whose champion is he really?
Well, I kind of guess you got a bit of a point, but still, it's a representation that he did save this company. And
From what? Any one of our great competitors could have taken that Tonberry King out.
But they
The only
didn't.
competition was who was going to get to him. That's just the way it is.
If it had been anybody else, they may have failed. Let's just be thankful that they played out that the way it did.
Yeah, it could have been worse. But then again, now that, well, we got this cat guy running around here and this Ed guy walking around, maybe we've been better off with the Tonberry King.
I definitely think that they've both improved everything around here.
Well, that's your opinion. And Griff is letting him have it with his nice little sailor suit.
He certainly is fond of that. Part of my understanding is that somebody was going to try to make him look more like a sailor, but then kind of... All I know is that it's bloody warm in here, and these two rows are going at it.
Well, you did just see some intros, didn't you? That's why it's warm.
I still say that's bloody warm in here, and Bro coming in. Huge double team. I'm surprised that didn't break the ring. That was 3 rows in there.
Row.
And Bro's all fired up. The Rollers of Destruction. They want that #1 contendership.
Well, they haven't seen too much action lately.
No, all 4 of these men haven't seen too much. Tat finally getting some offense in, tagging in Tio.
So, going back to my beautiful country, the Empire, you know. Have you realized that Tat looks like a gigantic version? I don't know if you ever heard of one of our national treasures of our cinema, but Tat looks a lot like actor what's that guy's name? He was in a couple cinemas that just came out. Ronald Ryan. That's that guy's name. He looks like a giant Ronald Ryan.
You're right, he kind of does. I'm a big fan of the Empire movie Pool Dead.
Yes, yeah, that was a great one.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the part where he... no, I can't say that because it might spoil it for you. But yeah.
Well, there's certainly 3 juggernauts in this movie, or in this match. And we're getting reports in here. Azalea went back to her locker room to find a shrine of Azalea. It's pictures.
What did you do, Jack?
I've been out here with you the entire time. I've been sitting right here beside you. I'm innocent.
Yeah, that's what you said last time in the police report.
And I wasn't found guilty on a technicality. My lawyer's well worth every cent.
Well.
And Griff going for the pin. Huey will kick out. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Somebody must be lurking around the back room area.
I hope that my little informant on the current champion hasn't changed teams. Because remember, we did have I had a little la informant on our champion.
Yeah, but that was on Nokumis.
Exactly. She might have traded teams.
Well, that's always an excellent point, but I imagine that wherever Clara is, she's ecstatic that Nokumis was able to get the championship last Saturday.
Indeed. Speaking of which, I haven't gotten my weekly email, so putting it out there, I would like that really soon. Isn't it time for a sponsor or something?
Yeah, speaking of Azalea, we should bring up that this episode is brought to you by Azalea Leone. A lot of Final Fantasy fun on her YouTube channel.
Uh-huh. And what else?
Moogle cookies?
You're a horrible spokesman, Jack.
Well,
you're a horrible spokesman.
This is what Azalea Leone is. That's what's on my sheet in front of me. You know, I read from the sheet.
You got to know how to go beyond that. Make it interesting.
Last time I went beyond that, I advertised for Pornhub, and they kind of gave me some trouble. I'm no longer allowed to go on that site because I use far too much data.
Wow. Wow. Well, let me see that sheet.
Yeah, here.
Give me the sheet.
Yeah, here.
This half of LunarBlades Wrestling Federation is proudly presented to you by Azalea Leone at YouTube and Not only can you find Final Fantasy on there, you can find the latest, greatest strategies in dealing with these competitors, and also exclusive information on her path to become the next champion again. Thank you very much. And the first 100 people get a chance to win movie pool. So make sure you get over there as soon as possible. That's how you promote, Jack.
Okay, let's go back to the original promotion of brought to you by Azalea Leon. Unfortunately, we weren't sanctioned for everything that you mentioned there. That's a huge choke slam on Tat. And damn near a 3 count. Bro showing us why he saved the company from a Tonberry takeover. And by the way, we can't promise any strategies or anything like that, but we can promise you Final Fantasy fun at Azalea Leon on YouTube. Check it out.
And the first 100 people get
And
a chance
oh
to
my
from you.
God! I think Tat is getting a little carried away. He just threw Bro right into Tio.
That's not good for the team.
I'm not sure if he knew that Tio was there.
It's not a small guy, I'm just saying.
I definitely think Tat might be, his rage might be increasing, and the stronger, or angrier he gets, the stronger he gets.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I think maybe he should use a little more willpower, and then he'll probably be able to get through that. Much like his lookalike cinema was in a movie that involved green jewelry and willpower. But that's enough of that. Yeah.
That was a horrible movie. Anyway.
Somebody should go back in time and fix that.
Tat with a spear, I think he's just knocking everybody out. I don't think he cares anymore who gets in his way, partner or no. I think he wants that #1 contendership.
He's got a freaking kill tail. That's his hardest hits I've seen given.
Well, after those, he just keeps on throwing Bro into the corner. I think he's out to injure Bro. Tio's on the outside knocked down. Griff is on the outside knocked down. Tat going for the 3 count. Only getting a 2.
Well, now that I think Griff is knocked out, but I will hate. Never mind. Wait till he falls down again, and I'll bring it up. Or when he's not out here anymore. Okay, now that he's down. Wouldn't it be funny if the little La guys, La Land, is that what they're called?
La Land.
Yeah. Picture the 3 of them following Griff, all in little sailor suits. That'd be the funniest thing I ever
seen. I would be thoroughly entertained by that. And you never know what could happen in the in the LunarBlades Wrestling Federation.
You got that right. One thing, old Tat's proving that right now. Anything can happen at any time. Because he's sure putting more damage on his teammate than he is his opponents.
Well, he's been brutalizing Bro with hard hits.
I don't know. He has been, but he's done a lot of neck-breaking moves on tape.
And he just made Bro tap out. After that, we have our #1 contenders, Takio.
Tat literally beat everybody's ass in that arena.
I
Wow.
definitely think that was, yeah, I'm surprised that the ref didn't get some.
Well, you know, that's a hefty fine there.
I think that he singled out Bro to make a statement saying that he should have basically been the one in that Tonberry champion, or in that Tonberry takeover tournament.
Maybe he could have been. You know, maybe one day he'll get a chance to prove his point. Maybe.
And Tio not looking too angry about the outcome. They're our #1 contenders.
Well,
Shaking hands, they're ready.
not too much he has to be upset about other than getting beat up on by his own partner, but it's not like he had to do much.
No, I don't think he's disappointed at all. I think he just kind of got in the way.
Yeah. I think he looks like he's getting ready to go to the Mart of Walls very soon. Maybe pick up some row gear or some crap.
Next up, we have a rematch between Drago and Chanik.
Is this a championship match?
I believe it was supposed to be, but I don't think our title cards are gonna say it's championship match. And if somebody wins, I don't think they'll be holding the belt. But I think
Somebody must have bit some more wires.
And speaking of Ed, I just got a paycheck signed by him. It's not in crayon.
Not in crayon.
No. In fact, it's in ye old English.
Ye old English?
Yes. To thine pay ordereth of Jack Human the First. That's weird.
Yeah, like that guy went from one extreme to the next.
It's written in some fancy lettering too. Like, this is, wow. I kind of don't want to cash this. It looks like a work of art.
Well, maybe he's finally awakened from his stupor.
I don't know. That's weird though.
We'll find out. I'll send somebody back there to interview him later. You know, since you can't go back there.
I can go back there. I just have to follow the red line.
Yeah.
I have a very thin walkway through, like, 28% of the hallways. If I step 1 inch over the red line, then it breaks my restraining order.
You know, there's no red line back there right now, right?
There's.
You gotta take all the red tape and tape up the wires so we can at least get some type of broadcast. So you can't go back there.
Well, oh boy. I guess I can just. Do you happen to have an empty cup I could use to pee in?
Well, I see a nice vent over there, and it's not like it's putting out no air, so, you know.
Oh, trust me, when it puts out air after you pee in it, it smells. My toilet backed up for a week one time. I had to go somewhere. And the sink was full after, I had to do a number 2. And anyway, former champion Drago coming into the ring.
I don't see him selling no shirts right now, son of a bitch.
Well, generally, we don't have a rematch clause in the LunarBlades Wrestling Federation, but apparently he gave the legal team the sleeve off of one of his long arm shirts. It certainly covered it. In fact, it was too much. The legal team ended up owing him 6 million gil.
That's bullshit.
Well, they're high quality clothing.
No, it's not. I guarantee the rag that I wash my ass with is a higher quality.
Hey! I'll have you know that the last Drago T-shirt that I bought for 55 million gil lasted me 2 weeks. Yeah, I was pretty proud of that.
You didn't even get a week per million out of it?
Well, no. Like, I mean, who could make a material like that? It doesn't exist, Blaze. It doesn't exist.
Who could make a material like that? I say, the son of a bitch that charges that price, that's who.
It would be impossible. I'm sure Ruben, I'm sure he could make a high quality shirt that would last, but...
Well, that's the arts and crafts department.
Our LunarBlades champion in the ring, he's ready for this match. No Maximo tonight in the side of Drago.
And that's how I know he's going to lose, because he can't fight his own battles.
He certainly put on a hell of a good match. Just came out, just didn't quite reach the finish line last Saturday, taking a brutal choke slam from Chanik. Chanik seems to be setting something up.
I think he's ready. I think he's really got his number.
There's that power bomb that we've seen from Chanik many a times. Is he going for the 3 count already? Only a 2. Well, 2 3/4. My God, that was really close after just a few moves. Huh. Drago.
Chanik has put in for his mini boss license. Have you ever heard of those, Jack?
A mini boss license?
Yes.
Can't say that I've heard.
Well, in the Empire, when certain soldiers get to certain parts of their career, they can put in a license to be a mini boss. You see, that lets the stats go higher, and they can actually deal damage to you.
Well, unfortunately for everybody, we're not in the Empire. Well, I should say fortunately for everybody, we're in beautiful Limsa this week.
Oh, well, that's why you're so hot. You're in a tropical island in summer heat. Wonder why.
Well, it's not because, salt water ups the body temperature.
Sounds like a restraining order to me.
It's you cannot have a restraining order against the ocean on me. No. I like to swim. It keeps me in shape. Okay, I float. Okay, I float with a dozen donuts on my stomach. And, people float easier in salt water, so my donuts don't get wet. And
jeez. I don't know who you think you're fooling.
Oh my God, and that was a 3 count by Chanik.
I told you.
Well,
with his own.
I don't know where the Drago from previous episodes have been. He hasn't been this lethargic since the Tonberry takeover.
Yeah. This is the first time he's fought his own battle since then, too.
Chanik remains our LunarBlades champion. Drago not putting on a good show tonight. I can't explain that. He didn't even show off the merchandise once. Like, is this the same Drago?
It looks the same to me, He didn't have Maximo to hide behind while he sat there and showed off this week. Makes a big difference when somebody else is keeping them distracted while you sit there and peddle your little t-shirts. You got in the ring with a champion.
Hey, they're not little t-shirts. Mine's an XXL.
He got in the ring with a real champion. That's what happens. That's just the end of the story, Jack. This is what happens. You get an ass kicking.
Chanik remained the LunarBlades champion. In an easy squash match, I guess, is what we should be calling it. I'm shocked.
No, sir. Don't call that a squash match, Jack. Squash lovers everywhere will be mad at you.
I humbly apologize to all squash enthusiasts.
And also, we got one more promotion we got to do. If you want to see the next footage of the 2018 Squash Festival, run over to Jada Drag Queen at youtube.com. Yeah. Exclusive footage of squash.
There's no squash footage on Jaded Drag Queen.
I'm promoting. Shut up. I feel good about it.
It's okay. You're just making stuff up now.
As long as it gets them to go over there, that means I did my job.
But it's a lie. There's no squash matches. For squash festivals. It's anyway. This has been Jack Human signing off.
Blaze Golf Ball. See y'all next week.